in a tea bag, in a paper cup in afternoon tea? Can't be doing that. So they did end up changing it, I believe, after the backlash, because on Twitter, I think Japan went viral. Or, look, chat, the UK, we don't have a lot of money, okay? All right, it's been downhill for a long time, all right? We're struggling, okay? White bag, no good. So typically in afternoon tea, if you paid money for afternoon tea, you should get tea leaves. It should be like high quality tea leaves in a teapot. It's how it's meant to be done. It's not good. So it's just like, it's the way it's meant to be done. And you are the UK government. You need to show that to people that we're good at this afternoon tea, because I think afternoon tea sucks in Japan. There's some good ones, but a lot of them are not very good, and it's very popular in Japan. They really like afternoon tea in Japan, but I often find they don't do it very well. The tea's often quite good, but I feel like the snack selection is pretty cool. So I feel like especially Japan, people will be very eager to try that. So it's a bit of a shame. Would you rather have something good taste? I mean, some of the afternoon teas in Japan can cost you like £60, $70. Yeah, there's a lot of very expensive ones.
Microsoft teases Copilot for gaming.
No.
I heard Dan laugh in the background.
Yeah.
You got me too.
Mr. Gall, would you ever consider traveling to Finland? I've been to Finland. I've been to Tampere in Finland, though. Yeah, it was nice. One of my, when I first started doing YouTube, I met... So this is back, when I had, 100 subscribers. A subscriber was, reached out and was like, yo, what's up? I'm from Finland. You want to hang out? And I was like, yeah, all right. so I just flew to Finland to hang out with them and get, a Finnish con. I went to a Finland anime convention. And, yeah, that was back in the day when... Because I was like, I was 19, and I just, it was, early days of YouTube. Back when you, felt like you could do that on the internet. Oh, you can't do it now. But back then on the internet, you could do that, man. I don't know, it was legit cool to do that. It was kind of the fun part of the internet was doing stuff like that, 10 years ago. That was, And Finland was so close to me. It was an hour flight, so I was like, fuck it, I'll go. So I flew to Helsinki, got a €2 bus or something, went up to Tampere, and then, chilled in Tampere. And then I remember, because I didn't have much money at the time, because I just started doing YouTube full time, I was making about $1,500 a month. So it was enough to live off of, but not enough to, spend a lot abroad. And I remember going from, Wetherspoon's pints, from, £3, £4 pints, what was it, £5? And then going to, Finland, I was like, what the fuck, why is the Corona €9? What the fuck? But yeah, time to change, man. You get away with so much on the internet back then. I mean, it was just that was the coolest part of the internet, which is I'm old man reminiscent about clouds now. It was really fun to be able to just meet people online and just make a best friend.
Select your character and get ready to defend.
I really vet people more, which I most certainly should have done anyway back then. But yeah, I did keep in touch with that friend for quite a while actually, until maybe somebody we haven't spoken for 3 years. But I did speak to him for a while. It was really cool. I always had I had this because I always wanted to travel all over, and I always wanted to be dude, what if I do a thing where I couch hop on if subscribers are yo, I live in Argentina, come hang out.
Let's get it over with.
And then it's slowly started getting a bit more scary. I got older, but yeah, it was funny. You gotta be careful. I had that Welsh thing where I just thought that Welsh white man thing where I was like, nah, I'll just be fine wherever I go in the world. I most certainly would not be, but I thought I would be. My risk tolerance went down. That's true. Been working, even though I've been sick, been kind of working behind the scenes to get the Wales trip going along. So really excited. It's come along nicely. Got a lot of stuff lined up. Should be a lot of fun. It's been really cool planning it because in Japan I kind of have to always.
We need to talk about AI, the state of it in 2025, and how it's going to affect all of us moving forward. Hello, Internet, and welcome to the couch. I know you might be wondering, Lee, what the heck is going on here? And I get it. This is a bit different than what you normally expect from a film theory, but today needed something different. It's always been the theorist philosophy that our videos are supposed to be fun and entertaining, getting you to learn something new about a topic through the lens of your favorite video games, or movies, or food, or lifestyle, etc. We want you to think about the world in a new way, view topics you're familiar with through a different lens. But at the end of the day, it's all for fun. While we do take our research seriously, the theories are just that, theories. But every now and then, a subject does come along that requires a more serious conversation, something that warrants a real human face-to-face interaction. Well, at least as human as we can be when I'm sitting here in the studio talking to you through a camera. And today is one of those days, because media, as we know it,
the battle is about to start.
It's gonna look a lot different in the near future. Why? Well, it's because of 2 words: artificial intelligence.
Four,
today we're talking
3,
about AI, our stance on it here at Theorists, how
1.
and if we use it in our videos.
Stop the enemy from escorting the payload.
Want to pass the money? You have to pay the price.
It's up to you, Faye. You can't see me.
Watch out for grenades.
I'm not going to make it.
I will return soon.
Grenade. Slowing grenade. That's better. Cold wind, I summon thee. Oh no, I'm not going to make it. Danger signal. No way. Can you do it, Faye?
You shall not be down by
It's up to you, Faye.
Made a mistake.
Grenade.
I'm not going to miss.
Slowing grenade.
Here.
That's better.
Grenade.
I'm done. I'm sorry, everyone. Falling like snowflakes. Grenade.
I lost.
Slowing grenade. Can you do it, Faye? It's up to you, Faye.
Here comes the magic.
I'm sorry, everyone. Faye, isn't it time?
above all.
I'm done.
Grenade.
Damn it.
Watch out.
Faye, is it time to stop holding back?
Flashbang.
Can you do it, Faye?
Not a check.
That's better.
Keep your eyes on me.
Slowing grenade. It's up to you, Faye. Faye, let's go all out.
Slow grenade.
Victory is my duty.
It's the scent of prey. Done.
Listen up.
Grenade.
None shall pass.
Danger signal.
Here comes the medic.
Falling like snowflakes.
Your souls are mine.
Can you do it, Faye? It's up to you, Faye. Remember me. I'm done.
Move. Here comes the medic.
Slowing grenade.
I can't move.
Can you do it, Faye?
starts now. It's the scent of prey. Here comes the medic! Guardian Star.
It's up to you, Faye.
Need room.
Grenade.
I can't move.
Payload is approaching final destination.
Sorry for the wait.
I am the one above all! Slow.
I'm done.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Defeat.
And how we as a community move forward in a world where AI is becoming an increasingly large part of not only the industries that we cover here, but also everyday life. And the goal here, what I want us all to leave this conversation with, I want to make sure that you are equipped with the knowledge of where and how AI is being used in what you watch and play, and how we can move forward with it as a community. So the best place to start is probably by answering the question, what the heck even is AI? People say the word a lot, and it seems to describe everything nowadays, but what is it really? Well, AI is a mid-Steven Spielberg movie starring Haley Joel Osment.
David, stop it!
Not my favorite. No, but seriously, AI is artificial intelligence. That's just a fancy way of saying an intelligent computer program. But just how intelligent can vary wildly. You guys remember Clippy, the little character that would help you write Word documents back in the day? Well, he was kind of like an AI. Enemies in a video game, they're also AI. Siri, or Alexa, or Google Assistant, AI. You get the idea. But while janky behavior...
Hey, listen to me. I don't care about winning or losing. To me, you're already the best.
in Oblivion can be fun and hilarious and frustrating. Farewell. That's not the type of AI that's really taken over the zeitgeist right now. No, that would be what's known as generative AI. These are computer programs that are able to take a prompt like a text blurb and create something for you. And what it creates could be any number of things. It could be an email that you want to send to your teacher, but like 80% more professional. It could be one of those audio files like the memes on TikTok saying that they don't even think once. Or it could be a silly image of a cat in a suit handing out donuts. Now, you might look at this sort of generative AI tool and think, hey, that's cool. Or, ha, a funny meme. What's the big deal? Why is Lee having this serious couch conversation about it? Well, that's because of how these generative AI models actually create the art or text or audio. See, the AI can't just make these things wholesale. It can't invent them out of thin air. No, just like every other AI model, they have to be trained. A human has to go in and give them information and instructions to tell it when it's gotten something right and where it needs to improve. To be clear, that's completely normal in these sort of AI models, and that isn't the problem. No, the problem comes down to what information is being given to these AI models. Let's say that I want to take a picture of myself and turn it into a Van Gogh-esque painting using a generative AI model like ChatGPT. That AI isn't going to know who Vincent Van Gogh is unless it's told that information, and it's also not going to know how his art style was unless it's given examples of his work. So you give the AI every single painting Van Gogh ever did, and bam, now it understands that style and can create those paintings. Obviously, that's a simplified explanation, but you get the gist. Now, Van Gogh has been dead for over 100 years. All of his work is in the public domain, so giving his work to an AI model is one thing. But what if you wanted to do the same thing with a living artist? Or, say, a small independent artist you found on Twitter or Instagram? There's a big problem here. With these generative AI models, there's nothing really stopping someone from coming in when they find an artist with a unique style they really like, gobbling up all of their work without permission, and then making new artwork in that style with a generative AI without paying that original artist. Artists, writers, and performers are rightfully worried about malicious actors coming in and taking their work without permission and without paying them, and feeding them into AI models. And I get it. That is theft, and that type of AI and the companies using them are profit.
Google is apparently completely cool with ad block advertising on YouTube.
Are they cool with it, or was it just there?
So you know how when there's like an inflammatory thing that you're reporting on,
yes,
whether you cosplay as a journalist or not, you sort of just have a moral, you might say, obligation to reach out and get the other side of the story. So
did we do so?
Because that's just kind of basic human decency. I reached out to Google asking, yo, what's the deal with all of these ads that I'm getting for this service called Pi? So this is Pi ad block, which I don't know, is maybe going to get the WAN show freaking takedown by YouTube, because you might remember this. Recently, we did a video, part 2 of Google Your Life, where we talked, yes, about the Boogeyman ad block and how to use it on YouTube. Okay, so I'm showing this right now. But the only reason I'm aware of Pi, Luke, is because I keep getting fed ads for it on YouTube. And talking to some of the other writers here, they've been apparently getting a lot of ads for Pi as well. So let me, you know what, I'll actually read the document that our writing team so graciously prepared for us. Do you recognize these people? Sorry, what is this? Yes, okay. Mr. Jordan Block went and look at all this work he did for us. Boom. He's got the People's Internet. Yeah, here we go. The People's Internet. Okay, so do you recognize any of these ads? These are all ads for Pi.
No.
Okay, well, I bet you guys do.
So far, still no.
Everything I see is I have YouTube Premium. Oh,
yeah, I have YouTube Premium. I don't.
Well, I don't have YouTube Premium on my work account.
Are these the people that read ads for everything? Is that the point?
Well, those are just like those are the like the ads for it. Those are the thumbnails for it.
How would I recognize the people though?
Well, because they're in the ads for Pi.
Oh, so it's basically asking if I've seen the ad before.
Yeah, I'm just asking if you've seen the ad before.
No.
Well, whatever. Honey co-founder Ryan Hudson is back with a new project, the Pi ad blocker, which seems to be advertising absolutely everywhere recently, including on YouTube. Google's ad transparency site shows that Pi has approximately 40 different text ads and 800 different video ads active in Google Ads when we checked earlier today.
800.
Pi says that you can block ads and get paid, although the Pi FAQ seems mostly concerned with distancing themselves from Honey/PayPal. This discovery, on my part, comes just 7 months after Google unilaterally removed our Google Your Life Part 2 video for violating YouTube's community guidelines as potentially harmful or dangerous content, which it turns out translates to telling people how to block ads on YouTube. So I reached out to YouTube and, by my standards, very politely, asked, what the f*** is this? I was a little frustrated by the experience, to say the least. I basically said, hey, so what's the deal with this? Like, what is the policy distinction between me posting a video talking about ad blocking on YouTube versus an advertiser
Select your
paying
character
for positioning
and
for their
get
ad
ready
blocker
to attack.
on YouTube? And they basically went, oh, well, I don't know. You'll have to get me the ad ID of that ad. And I'm kind of sitting here going, well, what does that even mean? Why does it matter? Why do you need the ID of this? Like, it felt like I was just being asked to jump through a completely unnecessary hoop. This is an ad for an ad block. So they have a domain.
It's finally
Presumably,
my
you and
turn.
Google, the entity, have an ad service that knows what the domain an ad that people click on goes to. Find one that goes to that domain and let me know.
Even if I die
right?
today,
Am I missing something
I'll
here?
do so with
if
no
it goes to
regrets.
this ad blocker, define anyone. I don't care. It doesn't have to be the exact one. Why does it? This is irrelevant detail. Anyway, we jumped through the hoop. Jordan very helpfully found me an ID, and also you can see got that helpful little link that shows how many of these flipping video ads they have running right now, which Google could have easily done. They could have just gone and found that list and then shown me, responded about any one of them. Basically, so I sent that over to them, and they're kind of like, oh, well, Google's divisions have a lot of separation. So ads have a different set of policies compared to YouTube videos, and there's currently no policy against advertising an ad blocker, even though that ad blocker appears as content on f***ing YouTube.
What if you buy ads for the Google Value Life video?
Apparently, that's
would be
kosher. What?
So making people watch it, it's more okay than having it be optional. If the content is bad, it's more okay if you make people watch it than if you make it optional for them to watch. That's what is being communicated to me personally. That's what I'm taking from it.
And Cato S points out that ads on YouTube are videos on the platform, like in terms of how they work on the back end.
Yeah.
So you 100% can upload a video to YouTube that contains instructions for ad blocking, as long as you do an ad buy against
I
it.
wonder what other YouTube
The
rules
battle
you
is
can break. How far can you break
about
them?
to
'Cause there's a lot of
start.
things I think in Google Ads that are against YouTube terms of service.
True, our community
4,
coordinator,
3,
but whatever, he's cool.
2,
It says in chat, if you
1.
stop paying for the video to be shown as an ad,
Protect
you'll
the
then get
bomb
directed.
carrier and
I don't know.
destroy the
I don't
target.
know.
I feel like no. But it's a good question.
I just look. I feel like this is one of those times when people are going to try to find some gotcha. So let me clarify my stance. I don't use ad blockers as a personal choice strategy because I'm a content creator, and it would feel pretty hypocritical of me to use ad blockers when I am both aware of and educate people on the impact that it has on content creators. I do not and have never said, never use an ad blocker, you fucking monster, you horrible people. I've never said that. That has never happened. If you think it happened, you imagined it, or someone lied to you and told you that it happened. That is the only
You said to me once.
that is the only way that those things could experience that you have.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
Instructions on ad blocking before on our channel. We have a video on Pi-hole. We have a video life video. We've discussed our histories as pirates before we could afford to buy things extensively on the WAN show. So
Just
the big
leave the
controversy is I
bomb
said
to
ad block
me.
piracy because it is against people. But that's pretty much what it boils down to. I never said don't do piracy. I never said go your iPad so you go. I just said platform piracy. Shouldn't be taking it on the platform. Therefore piracy. Kind of simple. It's actually really simple.
How lame.
So I'm not upset that Google is promoting ad blockers on a platform where I rely on ads. What I'm upset about is the hypocrisy that we're
Let's
seeing
play
from
the
ad
ball
game.
here.
Companies have silos, you know? They'll have different policies, they'll have different teams.
Only one ally
People who
remaining.
never worked for a larger company don't consider. It is not surprising to me that this happened. What is surprising to me, though, is now that it's been flagged, that it is not just, obvious that this should not be. Because if your policy
Defenders
because of
win.
user-safety, potentially harmful or dangerous content, that my video showing people how to block ads on YouTube was removed. Not just they contacted me.
I don't like fighting, but I won't give up on it either.
The battle is about to start.
Just leave the bomb to me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're the bomb carrier. Get to the target.
Cheer up, everyone.
Watch out. Enemy in the distance.
I am the one above all. Enemy in front of me. Thunderfield, activate.
Cheer up, everyone. Engaging with the enemy.
I'll see through everything.
Enemies in the distance. Keep an eye on them.
Star. Be vigilant on your right here.
Let's plant the bomb here. Power armor. Grenade. Attack from above. Thunder blast fully charged.
Defenders win.
At last.
Wake up. You have the right to know the truth.
Me and yeah.
The battle is about to start. 5,
Duh.
4,
Obvious that this should not
3,
be.
2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Multiple objectives spotted.
Cheer up, everyone.
Thunderfield, activate. Watch out. Enemies at our door. Slaughter begin. Attack coming from the left.
I'm sorry.
Visual barriers down. Attack!
I'll see through everything.
Power armor.
Cheer up, everyone. Overflowing free.
Thunder blast fully charged. Thunderfield, activate.
Interrupt my research.
Watch out for them. It won't stop resisting.
Bomb carrier knocked down. Defenders win.
Yet complete.
Because if your policy is that because of user safety, potentially harmful or dangerous content, that my video showing people how to block ads on YouTube was removed, not just they contacted me and we had a conversation and we agreed to take it down. No,
Don't
removed.
despair.
And then
Don't
they contacted
give
me. Actually, I think I read about it on Reddit first. I don't
exists,
actually remember. The point is
we
they just ripped the video
cannot
down.
fall.
So that's what happens there. But if you're running it as an ad, well, I don't know, it's a different team. I don't know.
Just leave the bomb to
It doesn't
me.
make any sense. But hey, they had a good earnings call there. How many points? Can't remember. Yeah, we
The
got a couple of points.
battle
It
is
was
about
2023.
to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're the bomb carrier. Get to the target.
Cheer up, everyone.
Attack from above. Flashbang.
Cheer up, everyone.
Thunderfield activate. Power armor. Grenade.
Dissolve in your last breaths. Okay, let's go all out.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
I've still got it.
Only one enemy
Please
remaining.
do not interrupt my research.
Watch out for the danger zone.
Attackers win.
The seeds of hope have sprouted.
That Google sponsored a conference for ad block developers, and at least 5 Google employees gave presentations. At the same time that YouTube was getting more aggressive dealing with ad blocking, yeah, that doesn't surprise me that much. Unique username says not to be that guideline, so I don't think anyone ever used the word piracy for what you described, so at least some confusion is warranted. IMO. I'm sorry, I just actually don't think it's that complicated. Yeah, it's circumvention of payment for the digital product.
Personal gain.
Right, like that's what we call it. We don't call it theft because if you don't remove it or whatever, you know, whatever the rationalization is, right? Like if you don't actually remove it from the possession of the person who has it, then it can't be theft. Sure, okay. Like it doesn't matter. It's all semantics, right? Like that's the whole point. Is that someone has a thing, they set a price for it. You
The
decided no,
battle
you
is
pay more.
about
So we
to
call it-
start. 5, 4, 3,
Just leave the bomb
2,
to me.
1. You're the bomb carrier. Get to the target.
Cheer up, everyone.
Flashbang. Thunderfield activate. Almost down. No. Can't right now, can you? Power armor.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
Thanks for the help. I'll get back to the fight.
I'll see through everything.
We won't stop resisting.
or wherever you want, right? It's functionally the same. But it's really not the point today because I just don't
Only
care.
one ally remaining.
You do whatever works for you. If you have like a super guilty conscience or whatever, and it makes you like really mad when someone tells you out of it, that's your thing. You can do it. Talk to your therapist about it, talk to your mom about it, talk to your friends about it. Don't care. In order to try corn hat.
Defenders win.
Oh, like dude,
Big time.
Dude, did Netflix just raise pricing again?
I didn't. I feel like that is a statement.
I could say that anytime.
Question and answer. that is
Final
permanently true.
round
Yeah.
of the first half.
Attack from
We should-
above.
Okay, I sent you this.
You should have an LTT eye patch.
Pretty good, yeah.
That's actually a really good idea. Dan,
I
can you
was-
send it to the team?
Yes.
And tricorn hat. And then you get if it's a combo, then you get them at a lower price. And if you steal them from us, you get it for free.
Those trembling souls.
Which, I mean, it's sort of.
That's kind of how that works.
That kinda goes without saying.
A group that did a price increase in a way that I think was really cool recently, and I sent to you was Dropout. Remember that?
Yes.
Dropout. Why is my thing?
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Several enemies closing in.
Thunderfield activate. Above all.
Cheer up, everyone.
Engaging the target.
Power armor. Enemy in front of me.
Try to be
Flashbang.
Are you all right?
Engaging with the enemy. Thunderblast. Recharge. Thunderfield activate.
Enemy action. Star.
Bomb carrier knocks. Defenders win.
Let's dropout.tv. I was doing dropout.com. Anyways, they had a video on it, and you can tell they did
Switch
something right here.
sides.
When the video on them increasing their pricing was like very well liked, and the comments are really positive.
That was like 1
Trying to see
minute
if I
long
can
too.
even find it.
It was really short.
Leave the medic work to
Basically, they were
me.
just like, yeah, we're increasing pricing, but it's only for new people.
Here we go. Price change warning.
2 minutes.
Anytime is fine.
Yeah, it's so short. Vlog Brothers responded, just charge me more, dork, and people liked it. This comment, you know when you have something special when an announcement that you're raising your prices has an overwhelmingly positive comment section. And it's legit, and it's because they did it in a cool way.
Well, they didn't even do it in a cool way. They just did it the way it should be done. And
Not
everyone else
very weird way.
sucks.
Yeah, I think it was, it goes up for new customers, and it goes up for returning customers. So if you canceled and are coming back, it went up as well.
I will do you one better. Our returning customers keep their existing pricing. But we might have to change that at some point. That probably doesn't make sense forever.
What if
Because
someone's returning from 2017?
yeah, are they really a returning customer? I think the way that YouTube defines a new viewer to the channel is 90 days. It's either 90 days or 30 days or something.
I
Like
mind
that.
having a buffer. That seems
I
reasonable.
think a little buffer might be reasonable, but I think if someone's coming back after a year or whatever, they can just
Up we
clearly they're doing the thing
go.
where they buy for 1 month, download everything, then cancel and then watch. And that's fine, but then they can pay.
You can pay full price.
Stars align like chess pieces, casting shadows of butterflies.
Domain expansion.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Energy barricade, deploy.
Enemy in the distance. Stay alert. Enemy's weak. Let's go all out.
Grenade.
Here comes the medic.
That's a hit. I need to find cover. I need help.
Healing drone is operational.
Hurry.
So much energy.
Coconut. Working with you has always been fun.
Got me?
It is.
I'm not going to make it.
Workplace.
This is a dangerous place.
Only
I slipped
one
up.
ally remaining.
Not
Bomb planted. Attackers win.
be treated like this.
I just wanted to point out because, like, again, we talk about how there's a lot of negative news. So
Okay, hold on.
3 weeks ago, I thought it was
Final
I use ad
round.
blockers because I don't want to pay for the content. I don't use ad blockers because I don't want to pay for the content. I use them because I don't want companies to track me. And there's like a whole bunch more about why I use them. I'm not judging. Again, I can't make this clear enough.
at no point in time.
We have literally made videos on how to do what you're doing
Let's
and
head
talk to you
out.
about the benefits.
We'll probably continue helping you.
We will. We will. We're talking about it right now. We're talking about it right now. I am mad because my video on de-googling your life, which included how to run ad blockers on YouTube, was taken down.
We're very annoyed that we weren't able to give you the info on how to block ads.
Don't.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Energy barricade, deploy.
Enemy up front. Eyes up. Go! Healing drone.
Bomb planted.
Locked in direct combat, and I'm standing strong. Up we go!
I need to find cover.
Healing drone is operating. I've got the bomb.
Oh no.
I put the bomb here.
I'm going to make it.
Ambush detected. I've got them.
Only one ally remaining.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Defeat.
This the wrong way.
I won't admit defeat. I've got to do better next time.
I choose not to use them. That's a personal choice. You choose to use them for whatever reason you like, and that is your personal choice.
And that's a legit reason.
And it's piracy, and I don't care. And you shouldn't care either, if you don't care.
Yeah.
That's it. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? You don't need to talk to your therapist about it anymore. I will be that for you. We're going to take whatever parasocial relationship we had, and we're going to go like this. We're going to turn it up to 11.
Oh, man.
All right, our discussion question on this topic is, why didn't you warn us about Pi, Linus?
Yeah.
Why didn't I?
Why didn't you?
Why didn't I?
Honestly, disappointed.
I don't click on ads, so I didn't know what it was. I just could tell that it was an ad blocker, so I basically got mad at YouTube.
I was
like,
super sus because this is the first time I've ever heard of this.
Yeah.
And they say get paid, and I was immediately like, oh, what's going on? So they say browse. You gotta read the whole line. Browse ad-free with Pi ad block and earn cash rewards for the ads you choose to see. I read some Reddit threads real quick and stuff.
Isn't this just Brave?
I think it's kind of like distributed Brave. I think you can
Okay.
put it on other browsers. I found this interesting. Featured by Google, verified by Google.
Can you? Okay, go to the actual Chrome store though. Is it
Yeah,
actually
they
is that
don't- they
real?
don't link.
That
I
looks like
did-
an image. I don't think that even pulls like from the API or anything.
I did not Play Store.
That looks
What am I
fake.
doing? What am I doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
It's right here though. I found it anyways. Good job, Google. It didn't say featured on
Oh,
here,
okay.
but it does have a
It
lot
does
of
have
ratings.
that number of ratings though.
Yeah, they have a good record. I thought this was interesting. They flagged themselves as a non-trader. I don't know if that's legitimate.
A trader? What's a trader?
So I had to do a bunch of research on this a while back because we had to flag Floatplane as a trader. But I think that's because we receive payment. They don't receive payment, but if they are sending payment, I feel like they would still be a trader. And I feel like they're trying to get away from this because it notes on the end there.
What if they're sending payment, but they're not sending any to Russia or China? Are they still a trader?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, TRADER, to be clear. And it says, for consumers in the European Union, please note that consumer rights do not apply to contracts between you and this developer.
Chat knows what I want. Where's my ding?
Oh.
I'm like conditioned now. I'm the dog. I need my ding.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed your joke.
I didn't think it was really like a joke.
I wasn't listening.
You were playing on the word trader, yeah. But it was just like...
That's
like,
classic
it's
ding.
not a-
That's classic ding.
Classic ding.
Classic ding.
You can make up ding.
Dan knows. Let's go.
Yeah,
Oh, that feels good.
I'm sorry,
that feels good.
I took that from you.
Okay, what are we supposed to be talking about? What are you even talking about? Oh, traders, right. Trader Joe.
Sorry, Dan's saying I'm sorry I took that from you. It was way too funny. Oh, God. I took that from you. Okay, sorry. Oh, man. Extremely normal employee-boss interactions.
Oh, yeah. Jordan says, as soon as I started writing this topic, we couldn't get a Pi ad to come up, no matter what we tried. Is Google watching the land doc? Hi, Google. No, probably not, Jordan. Probably they just paused their campaigns. Apparently, I've watched a couple of,
Up until recently, corporate media and ivory tower elites have held what seemed to be a monopoly on the flow of information. If you wanted to hear an opinion on a contentious matter, you would have to turn on the corporate media platform of your choosing, and you would be spoon-fed an acceptable position on the topic at hand. For a good long while, this arrangement served corporate interests quite well. As Noam Chomsky and Edward S. Herman put it in their 1988 book, Manufacturing Consent, the mass media serve as a system for communicating messages and symbols to the general populace. It's their function to amuse, entertain, and inform, and to inculcate individuals with the values, beliefs, and codes of behavior that will integrate them into institutional structures of a larger society. In a world of concentrated wealth and major conflicts of class interest, to fulfill this role requires systematic propaganda. This model of subtle propaganda and gatekeeping of serious discussion has fallen out of favor in recent years due to the rise of alternative media figures.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. I was in these woods gathering resources when I found this, so let's take a look at the Explorer note.
Trials have concluded, and as expected, I am disappointed in the results. Though the primates I tested it on showed increased aptitude for learning, I do not believe any of them have truly ascended to a higher level of intelligence. Well, bugger them.
Just like that? All your worries are gone.
Hey there, my name's Alex, and today is the first day of beekeeping of 2025. As you can see behind me, I've got quite a few bees now. I've got 9 beehives, and with the weather being so good, they're flying so much. They're all buzzing around the front of the hives, and I haven't actually gone inside the hive this year yet. We're gonna get to it, we're gonna open up the boxes and see what work we have to do.
So beekeeping is the practice of looking after bee colonies with the primary goal of harvesting honey. My aim has always been to harvest maximum honey to share with my friends and family, and if I have any excess, I try to sell it in hope to earn back some of the money that I spent on beekeeping. Back in 2022, I had my first honey harvest of 12 kilograms. 1 year later, my second harvest came in and I had a total of 68 kilograms. And due to some big mistakes on my behalf, my last year's honey harvest that should have been around 60 to 70 kilograms ended up being 25 after most of it was robbed by other bees just before I harvested it. I've learned lots over the past 4 years by making a whole load of mistakes, but this year I'm aiming for a much larger honey crop.
So the first thing we need to do before we start looking through the beehives is put on a bee suit. Now, a bee suit is basically just a protective suit that covers all your skin and means that you don't get stung by the bees. The bees might still try to sting you, but they won't get through this thick material. It actually doesn't stop you from getting stung completely, because sometimes the bees manage to push their stinger through the material, and other times they find the way in, like through where the armholes connect, or sometimes up through the ankle area. But whenever I do beekeeping, I like to wear my suit because it prevents you getting stung most of the time. Lots of people have asked me what bee suit I have, because you can buy a variety of types of bee suit. You can get some very cheap ones online, and others which are more expensive. This one is, I think it's Swainty Breeze. Swainty is the brand, and then Breeze is the type of the exact model. But this one is particularly special because it has like a certain material which allows airflow. Now when you're wearing a bee suit, especially in the summer, it can get so hot inside and you sweat loads and it's not too comfortable. So this particular one has really nice nice air circulation. But to be honest, any bee suit will do. But I've just found over the years that this particular one is really good. If I expected my bees to be really angry today, which sometimes they are, I would definitely recommend putting boots on rather than shoes. Most of the bee action is around the head area, so this is like the most important area to be protected. But today I'm going to roll with my trainers. It should be okay. So glove choice is a subject of much discussion because there's pros and cons to different types of gloves. If you wear like a thick leather glove, you're probably never going to be stung on your hands, which is really good, you would think. But there are disadvantages to that. When you wear a really thick glove, you can't feel through the glove. You don't know when you might be accidentally squishing a bee, or you basically just don't have as much sense in your fingers. So I like to use these. These are like nitrile kitchen gloves, I guess. Obviously the downside is they're quite thin. The bees can sometimes poke their stinger through. It does happen from time to time, but not as much as you might think. I think the feel of the glove, like it doesn't feel like a animal skin, so the bee doesn't want to really bother stinging it. With these nitrile gloves, I do get stung, but only like every now and then. It doesn't happen often. But having some kind of glove is really important if you don't want to be stung so much. I would really like to beekeep without any gloves because it's so nice being able to really feel through your fingers the frames as you're picking them up. And also when the bees are crawling on your hand, it's a crazy cool feeling. And with gloves you don't really get that. But from a sort of a safety point of view, it's probably good to wear some gloves.
So is getting stung by a honeybee dangerous? For most people, no. Of course, in pretty much all cases, the sting will hurt. At first, a sharp needle-like pain, and then itchiness and swelling can occur over the following day or two. The severeness of a sting depends on where on the body you get stung, and also how deep the bee gets the stinger into your skin. That being said, a very small percentage of the population, AI told me it's less than 1%, suffer from more serious reactions to bee sting, which can lead to anaphylaxis, which can be deadly. When I first started beekeeping, I'd never been stung by a honeybee before, and I had no idea what my reaction would be like. So I'd always make sure I was nearby help if things did go badly. I think most people who suffer from allergic reactions to bee stings carry an adrenaline injection, like an EpiPen, just in case they do have a bad reaction. But I don't mean to scare you, it's just good to understand the risks.
So inside this bucket is a useful tool for beekeepers, and it's called a hive tool. Basically just a piece of metal with a sharp edge here, like a sharp right angle, and this hook on the other side. The hook is used for like putting under the frames and lifting the frames out, and this sharp edge here is used to scrape off bits of wax and clean surfaces. You'll learn a little more about why this is useful as we go through and look through the hives. You'll see it in action. Anyway, inside this bucket isn't just water, it's a mix of soda crystals and water. Soda crystals is one of the only things that allows you to clean equipment. There's not many other things that you can clean off the wax and clean off the propolis, which the bees use to like glue stuff together. So this hive tool here is perfectly clean, and every time I finish my beekeeping day, I put this back in the bucket and it cleans, so that next time I can take it out and it's fresh and ready to use. You'll probably recognize what this is. This is a bee smoker. It basically is a way that you can make smoke and blow it on the bees. And you might be wondering, why do you want to blow smoke on your bees? Surely that really annoys them. I don't personally know if it makes them angry or not, but what I do know is it really helps with the actual beekeeping and picking up the frames. When you blow smoke onto the bees, it sort of moves them out the way. I mean, if someone was blowing smoke at me, I would definitely get out the way of it. And it does the same to the bees. You blow the smoke on them and it moves them to a different part of the hive and allows you to get your fingers in and pick up the frames without squishing bees. Sometimes the hives can get so congested with bees, there's no place that you can actually put your fingers on to pick up the frames, so you need a bit of smoke to move them out the way. Smoke is also apparently good for calming the bees down. However, I find this is very temporary. Like, you can blow a couple of puffs of smoke, they calm down, but then they very quickly can get angry again. And what I use to light the smoker is firstly birch bark. This is a great fire lighting material. I pulled that off a birch tree in my dad's garden, and it's great for fire starting. And then I've also just got this packaging material which keeps the smoker going. So kind of the way I do it is I get the lighter, I light up the birch bark. When it's too windy, you've got to use a different tool, also known as a blowtorch. That's more like it. And then you can just stuff in some more material. Now you can use pretty much anything, any natural flammable material for your smoker. You can use pine cones, you can use dry grass, you can use straw or hay. I just found this packaging material is free and it works really well. And then we can close it up and we've got nice puffs of smoke. So let's have a look in the beehives. This is the first time I've looked in these hives in the last 4 months, I think. Wow. So I really don't know exactly what we're going to find. We've got to check that there is a queen in there and that the queen is healthy and laying eggs. We will check if the bees have enough space, and it's just sort of a general inspection to check if everything's going as it should be. There are plenty of bees in there. Now I remember this time last year, the size of my colonies were much smaller, so that's already a good sight.
So before we go any further, it's probably a good idea to understand how a beehive works. So to put it simply, a beehive is a house for a single colony of bees. The amount of bees in a hive varies throughout the year. In the summer, a single colony can have upwards of 50,000 bees, but in the winter, this drops massively to around 5,000. These are very rough figures, by the way. I've never actually counted the bees myself. The beehives that you see, the wooden boxes that beekeepers have, they're only a very recent invention in the grand scheme of things. People have been keeping bees for about 10,000 years, like actually looking after them for honey production. But bees have been around for a lot longer than that. I think bees have been knocking around for about 100 million years. You can see that humans haven't been keeping bees that long. But I guess that before humans were keeping bees in boxes, we were still harvesting honey. Most likely by going into a wild nest and sticking our hands in and grabbing out some of the honeycomb. I imagine getting stung quite a lot in the process, but humans would have done it like bears do it now. But in a similar way that humans decided to start cultivating plants and do farming, they also realized that they could probably get their hands on honey easier if they kept bees in a more like farm animal way. Bee farming practices have come a long way in recent times. People have designed and created many different types of beehives, and they've actually cultivated different strains of bees so that they have desirable traits, like that they don't sting you as much, and they produce more honey, and they're resilient to diseases. And I guess a big leap forward was made in around the 1800s when a guy called Mr. Langstroth, he invented a type of beehive which included movable frames. So you could actually take the frames out and move them. Now this is the type of beehive that I have been using for the past 3 years, and what pretty much every beekeeper uses in the world these days, because it's so practical. It's made up of a box with 10 or so wooden frames in, and the comb is kept within the parameters of the wooden frame, meaning that you can pull out the whole comb. This opens up many possibilities for the beekeeper. It's easier to inspect the bees during swarm season and check for queen cells being built. It allows the beekeeper to take out and move the frames around, combine with other hives, and make swarm control manipulations. And when it comes to honey harvesting, the honey frames can simply be removed and placed into a spinning extractor. The movable frame hive has also allowed beekeepers to harvest crazy amounts of honey. I read a book by a guy called Ormond. In 1974, Ormond managed to harvest 404 pounds of honey. That's 183 kilograms of honey from one beehive. Look, there's a picture on the back of one of his beehives. Those are all honey boxes on top. It must have been so unstable. Now there's a few different varieties of hive, all based on the Langstroth movable hive design. There's hives with different dimensions, some which are slightly bigger than others, some which are slightly wider than others. But the type of beehive that I use, and what I think most people in the UK use, is called a national hive. Now the national size is, I think, 460mm by 460mm. That's like the dimensions of the boxes that you use. So when I go and buy new equipment, I always get national size stuff. Does that make sense? So on the edge of the hive, there's not much happening. This is just a frame with nothing on it. There's just some foundation. Basically, it's just some beeswax that I put in there. So you can sort of see, it's like a ball. In the middle is where the queen lays all the eggs, and towards the outside, the bees store honey and pollen. And right on the edge, sometimes, as we saw with this frame, there's not much going on at all. But we're gonna open up and have a look at the whole hive. So on here, you can see more stuff happening. That there is honey. Oh, this frame already I can feel has more stuff in there. It's heavier. There's more bees on there, and there's also more honey stored. So that side has honey, and this side has honey and...
Select your character and get ready to defend.
I
Also, pollen. It might be quite hard to see, but in there's
I hope everything goes well. I'm flying!
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Don't let me down, Protector! Don't let me down, Protector!
The enemy is hit by me.
Check out my slowing grenade! Watch your 6! Stars will protect you. This is what I call a stroke of artistry! Oops! My bad.
Bomb planted.
It's not over yet.
Protector is ready! Don't let me down, Protector! I'm down. Danger! Be careful! Defusing the bomb! I need assistance. Ween, you were in PUS. Why did you... inflicted significant damage on the target?
Only one enemy remaining.
Oh no. I'm not going
Only
to make it.
one ally remaining.
Comes best. Watch me.
Defenders win.
Windstorm grenade. Stars align like chess pieces, casting shadows of butterflies.
Don't let me down, Protector!
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
I'm flying! Oh, I'm being targeted by an enemy! Now this is what I call a stroke of artistry! Grenade! Oh, the enemy is coming this way! Watch out for grenades! Protector is ready! Don't let me down, Protector! Guardian Star. Look sharp! Enemies on the right! My slowing grenade! Now this is what I call a stroke of artistry!
Bomb carrier knocked down.
You let your guard down, huh? I was scared.
Chase. Requesting backup. I think you're going.
Respect and eliminated. Are you alright?
Only one enemy remaining. Defenders win.
Guardian Star.
I was born for this.
Don't let me down, Protector!
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Watch out! Enemies spotted up
Check
to
out
let me
my
down,
slowing
Protector!
grenade.
Watch out for grenades! Direct hit with a single shot! Awesome! You, Sammy.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
Justice done. I'm flying.
Enemy down.
Let me rescue you. Dang it. I'm under attack. Go smoke bomb.
Requesting backup.
Inflicted significant.
Only one enemy
Birds,
remaining.
One stone. Protector is ready. Don't let me down, Protector.
The battle ends in 40 seconds.
Ooh, regenerating stamina.
Only one ally remaining. The battle ends in 20 seconds. Defenders win.
Triple kill.
Weird bunch. It's so frustrating.
Check out my windstorm grenade. Don't let me down, Protector!
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3,
Don't let me down,
2,
Protector!
1. Defend your position.
I'm being targeted by an enemy! Now this is what I call a stroke of artistry! Renee, so many enemies! Where did they all come from?
The disobedient shall be punished.
Mighty Meow! Execute justice! Don't let me down, Protector! The enemy's
Bomb
got
planted.
Come, everyone! Oops, my bad. Watch out for the danger zone.
The left to guide me.
Listen up. None shall pause.
I am the third heart that erupted! Watch out for the danger zone! Why isn't anyone helping me? Let's recover. Now this is what I call a stroke of artistry! I got
Only one enemy remaining. Defenders win.
You saved my life! I'm flying! My aim is also accurate! Amazing! Amazing! Yes! Don't let me down, Protector! Amazing!
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Requesting backup.
Watch out! Enemies ahead! Enemies spotted up ahead! Check out my slowing grenade! Don't let me down, Protector!
Gotcha. Breath of life. Fire in the
Protector is ready! Don't let me down, Protector!
Bomb carrier knocked down. Perfect teamwork.
The ocean is your domain, while the battlefield is mine.
The battle is about to start.
Don't let me down, Protector!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
There's a considerable enough danger. Watch out for the danger zone! Grenade! Enemies ahead. The enemy's got... Don't let me down, Protector! Watch Watch out for grenades. Now this is what I call a strong
Check out my slowing grenade.
Not good. I'm under attack.
Don't let me down, Protector. The enemy's health bar isn't looking too hot. One
Bomb
down.
planted.
Easy peasy. I'm flying. Protector is ready. Done. Target down. The bomb is here. Come, everyone.
Attackers win.
Oh no, I'm not going to make it. Two birds, one.
You sniff out the prey, and I'll devour them.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
There's several enemies. One of the tanks are real heavy. Be careful. The enemy is distant, but don't let your guard down.
The destiny of this world is to be buried here.
Listen up. None shall
I
pause.
call a stroke of artistry. You're going.
Hey, Bubba! Fire! Don't let me down, Protector. Enemies attacking from the left. Oops, my bad.
The left to guide me.
Only
Oh, no.
one ally
I'm not
remaining.
going to make it.
Attackers win. Final round of the first half.
All right, let's make this quick. I've got other activities planned for you afterward. Don't let me down, Protector!
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Don't let me down, Protector! Report! Hostile
Watch out
spotted
for
in the
grenades.
distance! Check out my slowing grenade! Dang it! I'm under attack! Mighty Meow! Execute justice! Oh no, I'm not going to make...
The enemy's footsteps will grow heavy.
The disobedient shall be punished.
I am the first with the rocket!
Target hit. Bomb planted.
Under attack from the right.
Only one ally remaining. Attackers win.
In my own
Lots of different
domain.
coloured pieces of pollen. There's green, there's orange, there's red, yellow.
Switched
So what we've
sides.
seen in there so far is honey and pollen. Both really good.
No, I shall unveil the hypocrisy of this world.
Things.
Walk with the wind.
The shell is shattered, and the soul drifts aimlessly.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Sorry.
1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
I'll see through everything.
Grenade!
Flashbang. Everything is under control. Taking
Bomb
enemy target
planted.
hit. Brilliant. The enemy can't fight back now. Pulse blade activated. I'll see through everything. Careless.
I'll be back as soon as I recover. I'm done for. Can't fly now, can you? Let me back in the battle.
Can't we go back?
Only one ally remaining. Attackers win.
Just leave the bomb to me. Ha-ha! Let this bloodbath fuel my exhilaration.
Sorry.
Oh, yes.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and
Walk with the
destroy the
wind.
target.
Target spot. I'll see through everything.
Please getting closer. Engaging the target.
Their soul is mine. Enemy down.
Everything is under control.
My thunder down.
Flashbang.
Lots of enemies are coming.
Cheer up, everyone.
Grenade. Watch out.
I'll be back as soon as I've recovered. Enemy in front of me.
Pulse blade activated. I'll see through everything.
Thunderfield, activate.
The left side.
Let's play the bomb here.
I'm taking fire.
Bomb planted.
Everything is under control.
Didn't they teach you how to fight?
Healing.
Their soul is mine. Enemy down.
Pulse blade activated. I'll see through everything.
Their soul is mine.
Watch out for the danger zone.
Only one enemy remaining.
Everything is under
Stunning
control.
masterstroke.
Can't fly now, can you? Just leave the bomb to me. I will harvest those trembling souls.
Dash! 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 Dash!
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Flashbang.
Small enemies in the
I hit
distance.
an enemy.
I'll see through everything.
Lucky. It's just a grenade instead of me. Thunderfield, activate.
I'm taking fire.
Watch out. Enemy ahead.
Grenade!
Walk with the wind. Everything is under control.
Fire from behind.
Suppress him!
Careless. Pulse blade activated. We won't stop resisting.
Help me.
Keep fighting.
Defenders win!
So Silence. At last.
Just leave the bomb to me. Fighting, but I won't give up on it either.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
I'll see through everything. Watch out, enemy in the distance. Everything is under control. I'm taking fire. Engaging the target.
Move brilliantly.
Get your sniper away. That hurts. Multiple enemies ahead. Healing grenades are sometimes more valuable than...
Grenade, watch out. Pulse blade activated. I'll see through everything.
Hey, let's go all out.
Flashbang.
Let's bring them on here.
Everything is under control. Enemy on their last breath. Careless. Audrey. Seems like I was careless.
Only one ally remaining.
Didn't I teach you how to fight? Silence. At last.
Only one enemy remaining. Defenders win.
Walk with the wind.
Come on, let's ignite the flames of resistance. Just leave the bomb to
The
me.
battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Cheer up, everyone.
I'll see through everything.
Enemies, let's play the bomb here.
Target spotted in the distance. Everything is under control.
Bomb carrier knocked down.
The destiny of this world is to be buried here.
Give up.
Where do you think you're going? Pulse blade activated. I've retrieved the bomb. Planting the bomb.
Here comes death.
Attackers win. Final round.
Just leave the bomb to me.
It's been a while since I left the greenhouse. I could use some exercise.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
I'll see through everything.
Thunderfield, activate.
Where do you think you're going? Damn it.
Walk with the wind. Flashbang.
Cheer up, everyone.
Watch out.
Grenade!
Enemy in the distance. Everything is under control.
None shall pass.
Pulse blade activated. I'll see through everything. Taking
Bomb
enemy
carrier
suppressive
knocked
fire.
down.
Engaging the target. Enemy on their last round.
Defenders win. Final round.
Just leave the bomb to me.
I will calm your mind. Focus on fighting.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and destroy the target.
Target spot multiple enemies ahead. Everything is under control. I'll see through everything.
Enemy ahead.
I'm taking fire.
Seep into every crack.
Grenade, watch out.
Enemy in the distance. Cheer up, everyone.
Target hit.
I've hit pulse blade activated. I'll see through everything.
Thunderfield activate.
Everything is under control.
That's a hit.
Thrash the enemy.
I'm sorry.
Step it up
You'll
next time.
have to lay down your arms. Cheer up, everyone.
Flashbang.
Okay. I'm here.
I'll see through everything. Taking enemy suppression.
Enemy. Let's go all out.
Defenders win.
Yet complete.
Final
with the
round.
wind. I've retrieved the bomb. Wake up. You have the right to know the truth.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're the bomb carrier. Get to the target.
Smoke bomb.
Where do you think you're going?
Enemy in the distance. Thunderfield activate.
Listen up. None shall
Everything
pass.
is under control.
Give up your soul!
I'll see through everything.
Target hit.
The destiny of this world is to be buried here.
Attack this position.
Planting the bomb. Enemy on the left.
Bomb planted.
Take bubble fire!
Pulse blade active. Everything is under control. Great work. I'll see through everything.
Cheer up, everyone. That hurts.
Grenade! Careless. Watch out. Enemy in the distance.
The light to guide me.
We won't stop resisting.
Defenders win. Overtime.
I'm flying! Don't give up just yet. We can still win. I've got other activities planned for you afterward. Don't let me down, Protector!
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Defend your position.
Enemy in the distance. Grenade!
Steps will grow heavy.
Enemies ahead. Enemy critically wounded.
There's an enemy down.
Bomb planted.
Watch out for grenades! Don't let me down, Protector! Dang it! I'm under attack! Protector is ready!
Where do you think you're going?
Enemy's health bar is one down! Don't let me down, Protector!
Attackers win!
Treated like this. You have taken the wrong path.
Final round.
The time for victory will come soon enough. Don't be demotivated by one defeat.
Just leave the bomb to me.
The battle is about to start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Protect the bomb carrier and
Look with
destroy the
advantage.
target.
Troublemaker in the distance. Be careful.
Enemies are near. Stay alert.
Everything is under control.
I'd pay you back in full.
Enemy nearby. Prepare to hunt. Damn it. Enemy in front of me. My soul.
Flashbang.
Bomb planted.
I'll see through everything.
Is that you, Audrey?
Seem to have great work. Resume operations.
Cheer up, everyone!
Grenade, watch out. Everything is under control. Just give up. You can't beat me.
Remember this.
Enemy severely wounded.
I'm taking fire.
Attackers win.
Cheer up, everyone!
Tie.
Mission accomplished. What's my next order?